Native Americans. History teaches us that they were the first group of people to discover the American land. But who exactly are they? Let's take a look at how Hollywood has shaped them to be.
Blackfoot tribe. Belongs to the Algonquin group. Quite savage, you know.
Let's go get him.
Come on, we'll get him. Yeah.
Barely even human! Savages! Drive them from our shore! They're not like you and me, which means they must be evil. We must sound the drums of war! They're savages! Dirty, shrieking devils! Now we sound the drums of war!
Will you come out, little bear? You are so real.
I am. Yes. Are you?
Don't you even know how to be a real Indian?
I guess not.
No wonder, jeez. I guess I'll have to teach you then, ain't it? First of all, quit grinning like an idiot. Indians ain't supposed to smile like that. Get stoic. No, like this. You gotta look mean or people won't respect you. White people will run all over you if you don't look mean. You gotta look like a warrior. You gotta look like you just came back from killing a buffalo.
But our tribe never hunted buffalo. We were fishermen.
What? You want to look like you just came back from catching a fish? This ain't Dances with Salmon, you know. Thomas, you gotta look like a warrior. There, that's better.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys.
Darla M. Wise quotes, "For many people, the portrayal of American Indians in movies, television, halftime shows, books, and cartoons may be the only contact they ever have with American Indian culture." Bruce A. Gobel quotes, "More so than any other group, American Indians are portrayed in popular culture as a people of the past, and as the result, the material conditions of the lives of Native people today are largely ignored."
America can stand back right now and watch as my own people attack some of our traditional people for believing in our own Lakota way of life.
The media often portrays us as like these sad, like poverty-stricken people.
You know, there isn't that focus on who we are today.
We live on the poorest county in America. It's poverty-stricken, but just because we live in poverty don't mean we're poor.
Do you feel American?
Nah, I've always been taught we were Indian. We were Lakota first before we were anything else, before we were Christian, before we were American.
Okay, so I've just woke up in the Rosebud Reservation here in South Dakota. I'm on a beautiful ranch with lots of chickens and horses. I'm going to be spending a few days here, sleeping in people's houses and in the Pine Ridge Reservation about 2 hours from here. I want to find out what it's like to live here, but also how younger people can envisage their future and how they feel about modern day America as a Native American.
Around here it's kind of hard because all the drugs and alcohol.
So it's a very hard place to grow up in a lot of ways.
The majority of people that are working on the res, you either work at the tribe office or IHS.
Not much to do around here. And when you do find something to do, you usually have to travel 20 miles or so longer.
There's a lot of suicides and that kind of stuff.
People lose hope. I mean, they feel maybe oppressed.
We've all fallen as teenagers around here, and we've all experimented with alcohol and things.
It's really sad to have alcohol here.
One thing about these kids here is they're survivors and they're fighters, and a lot of them are wanting change. They want something different, they want something better than our adults are leaving them.
We actually don't believe in the word Native American because Native American, it also has the word American in it.
They took everything from us. America's built on stolen lands. America is a stolen country.
We used to live with everything. And now we're on these little reservations and we're all clumped together, and we shouldn't be like that.
Like non-natives see us as these historic people with loincloth and headdress.
Because you see the Washington Redskins, you see the Cleveland Indians, you see all of that, and it's a big joke, and you hear, everybody knows the phrase drunken Indian.
May live in this really rough situation, and it's very real, but that there's hope and that our culture is alive still.
I think it's important for us to have, for our young people to have role models and to see other people going out and doing big things and coming back to the reservation and showing them that there's other things that out there and this is what we're doing and you can do this too,
Of course, there's high rates of suicide and alcoholism on any reservation, but that's because of the lack of ability to express oneself.
Right.
Hi, we are Scattered Around. I'm Scotty Clifford.
And I'm Juliana Brown Eyes.
We recently just acquired a record deal out in Los Angeles, so that'll be fun. As much as we can do, and just to show children here at home that we really need to get away from the poor, pitiful, pissed off Indian.
All that matters now is what we do for ourselves. I'm gonna need you to do something, Asunkala. I'm gonna need you to trust me.
This film is an opportunity to give, our youth, our Native youth, kind of these heroes and heroines to look up to. I think that's something that I wanted when I was growing up, was to see someone like myself. You don't see a lot of Native characters kind of leading in mainstream movies, in big blockbuster movies. It's always usually it's a predominantly white cast.
I want to see our people thrive and not get caught up in what outsiders think we are and stereotype us as, but rise up and show the world what we can do, basically.
A culture who at one point lived in what they thought was freedom now live with hurt, rejection, addiction, anger, hopelessness, but they're not the only ones. Psalms 51:5 says, "Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin my mother conceived me." The Bible says we are born into this world as sinners, and just like the Native Americans, we at some point turn to temporary fixes of this world to make up for our broken lives. It is not long before we are bound by hopelessness. Thankfully, hope stands before us. John 16:33 says, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world.
I can honestly say, without any regret, you know what? I believe God's got me exactly where He needs me. And I've always had a burning desire for us to give the best shot that God has.
Bring your tithe and bring your shame. Bring your guilt and bring your pain. Don't you know that's not your name? You will always be much more to me. And every day I wrestle with the voices that keep telling me I'm not right. But that's alright, 'cause I hear a voice and he calls me redeemed. When others say I'll never be enough, and greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. In the world. In the world. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. Bring your doubts, bring your fears, bring your hurt, bring your tears. There'll be no condemnation here. You are holy, righteous, and redeemed. And every time I fall, there'll be those who will call me a mistake. Well, that's okay, 'cause I hear a voice and he calls me redeemed. When others say I'll never be enough, and greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. In the world. In the world. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world.
When I can't find the words to say how much it hurts, you are the healing in my heart. When all that I can see are broken memories, you are the light that's in the dark. You are the song, you are the song I'm singing. You are the air, you are the air I breathe in. You are the hope, you are the hope I'm needing. Whoa. You are. And when my circumstance leaves me with empty hands, you're the provider of my needs. When all my dirtiness has left me helpless, you are the rain that washes me. You are the song, you are the song I'm singing. You are the air, you are the air I breathe in. You are the hope, you are the hope I'm needing. Whoa. You are the song, you are the song I'm singing. voice. If I had no tongue, I would dance for you like the rising sun. And when that day comes and I see your face, I will shout your endless glorious. When fear feels bigger than my faith and struggle steal my breath away, when my back's pressed up against the wall, with the weight of my worry stacked up tall, you're strong enough to hold it all. I will cast my cares on you. You're the anchor of my hope, the only one who's in control. I will cast my cares on you. I'll trade the troubles of this world for your peace inside my soul. This was not what I would have chosen, but you see the future no one knows yet. And you're still good when I can't see the working of your hands. You're holding it all. I will cast my cares on you. You're the anchor of my hope, the only one who's in control. I will cast my cares on you. I'll trade the troubles of this world for your peace inside my soul. I'm timed in this freedom, and I lay it all on your shoulders. Cast my cares, I will cast my cares, I will cast my cares on you. Cast my cares, I will cast my cares, I will cast my cares on you. Cast my cares.